Cardiovascular Institute of the South is celebrating 40 years of delivering healthcare to our patients and communities. Founded by Dr. Craig Walker in 1983 and guided by a mission to provide the highest quality cardiovascular care available, CIS has pioneered hundreds of firsts to improve outcomes for cardiovascular diseases. Through new technology, virtual care, outpatient procedures, and national growth, CIS is improving lives and leading the way for advanced care and innovation.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. We have talked the library a lot. Now, I know every time we do one of these segments, I learn so much about what's going on at the libraries these days, and we were talking about earlier, and we'll talk about now. It's become more of a community hub, and one of the big things this week that we're going to talk about is a partnership with the state of Louisiana for it's a statewide access to 4 exciting new digital resources. Here to talk a little more about it is, of course, Joel Ulmer, I should say, the communications coordinator at the Terrebonne Parish branch, and Megan Hutchison, who's the youth services supervisor. So guys, thanks so much for being with us. Joe, we were talking a little bit about it. The libraries have become such a great place for the communities to kind of come together. And this digital access, having the ability to do it from home or at the library, it's got to be a pretty exciting addition to the library. You know?
Absolutely. Libraries have really become a community hub, a community center. We offer so many classes and activities for young and old alike. It's an exciting place to be. It's not the library that we grew up with, where you all were being shushed. Now it's where we have kids all over running around just having fun, and parents love bringing their kids to the library.
Yeah, really cool. You can 3D print there. You can do embroidery stuff. You can go to Comic-Con.
Absolutely.
Sometimes. So yeah, pretty exciting time. Mometric e-library. So tell me what these 4 things are. Actually.
For the Mometrics library, they start with one goal. They wanted to make it easier for standardized testing. They were looking at that people may be very proficient and qualified for the jobs they're applying for, or that promotion, but they don't test well. Not all of us test well. So what they want to do is boil everything down to the golden nuggets that they're most likely to be tested on. And this focus approach is paired with effective test-taking strategies, study tips, and plenty of practice questions. We want to make sure that people are fully prepared on the day that they take the test so they could, reach their maximum potential.
1,500 different standardized tests?
1,500 standardized tests. I'm a ham radio operator. That's one of my hobbies. And just on a whim, I said, let me see if they have that. They
did.
So, and flashcards. They have practice questions, video tutorials, all of this available and for free. And you can access it from anywhere. You can reach it from home. You can come to the library, use one of our computers. Thousands of practice questions, flashcards, videos, tutorials. And we're talking about any sort of subject. Like I said, hobby stuff from ham radio to healthcare, business, education, technical fields. So it's just an amazing resources. And employment resources, preparing for interviews, preparing for questions, giving you questions that you should ask. Because remember, a job interview is you're also interviewing the employer. Do I want to work here?
Right.
So it's got such a great potential of information.
Those are always great things. I mean, I first thing I thought it was ACT and SAT.
Yes.
Because I mean, it always seems like the ones that come from the Northeast are prepared because they've been studying for a few years to take those tests. This is a great way to even that playing field.
Yes, they started with that one ACT test. That's the one they started with, and from that one that they've gone up to over 1,500.
Yeah, I could have used the help. Hey, Megan, let's talk about Scholastic Book Flex. And look, so I guess that goes along with Science Flex and True Flex?
Right. They're all really similar to where the kids are interacting with fiction books and nonfiction books. But Book Flex, it pairs both books so the kids get an overall feel of the whole subject matter. So, for example, if they're studying about ants, you're going to read a nonfiction book about ant colonies. The fiction book will be the grasshopper and the ant. So
not only pairs them together. Right?
Yes, it pairs them together. So each subject's on the centralized topic, and you have the option of listening to the book or reading the book. So it's really all educational levels and abilities are able to utilize these tools.
Yeah, that's a great way to go about it. And so the Book Flex is more for the ages 3 to 8. The Science Flex more 10 to 15.
Yeah, so your early elementary age kids. But not only for the students, there's also lesson plans that are built into each of these little categories that the digital libraries have.
I got you. And then True Flex would be, again, science, social studies, those kind of things.
Yes, TrueFlex is science, nature, people, places, and history.
Yeah, great idea. And by pairing it like that, I know, you know, when somebody would just give me a book to read, if I've seen the movie, or, you know, that kind
Yes.
it just makes you more interested in it
Right.
while you're reading it, right?
And another thing about BookFlex is that the fiction book is not just a plain digital book that's been copied and scanned. It actually, the pictures come alive. So they use the illustrators' actual pictures from the book, but they're moving and they're interacting with other parts of the
That's
book.
cool. That's so cool. Joe, anything else that's happening there? I mean, look, AI, that's kind of changing the world as we're watching, you know, and I'm sure the library is preparing for that as well.
Oh yeah, everybody thinks AI is the answer to everything, but it's what we know and what we're passionate about, and it'll never replace good old fashioned human knowledge, and that's what we specialize in. So yeah, we have a lot going on. We'll be back talking to you about our job fair that's coming up, and we have a Dolly Parton's
Yes,
birthday celebration coming up.
TFAE and the library is partnering to have a story time book celebration for everything that Dolly Parton's has done for reading.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, she's good. And you know, she got Dolly World. Little girl from Tennessee that's become, you know, what, 50, 60 years now on the world stage.
Yes.
And man, nobody gives back more stuff than she does.
Right.
So great role model there. So man, guys, we appreciate you coming in. As always, like I say, I learn something brand new every time. So I appreciate it. Joel, Megan, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Harry.
All right, we'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.